Hello, everyone. My name is Akari Jensen. I'm the principal of the Northwest Outdoor Science School, and I'm here to walk you through the religious/cultural observance form and other accommodations form. They are on the same piece of paper, but they are asking two separate questions, so you might not be filling out the top half or the bottom half, depending on your particular student. So the religious and cultural observance form was created because we recognize that sometimes students have the need to continue observing their faith or their culture, and there could be high holidays that happen during the time that your child is scheduled to be at outdoor school. Because of that, we know that we want students to still be able to access their outdoor school experience while observing their faith or their culture. And we could just use as much information as possible to make sure that that happens. So if you're filling out either part of this form, either the religious and cultural observance form or the other accommodations piece that's down below, please do fill out the following: student's name, school, your name, and your phone number. The phone number is important in case we have questions to follow up about what's written on your form. For the religious and cultural observance form, we do ask that you name the observance. That just helps increase our awareness. Sometimes we see cultural observances that we didn't even realize were happening during our outdoor school programming. So again, this just helps us to remain aware that there may be other students with this same need. And then we have an open space for you to describe in as much detail as possible what we can do to accommodate your student. This might mean that you have a need for prayer space, specific instructions around meal times, potentially even that the meal times need to be adjusted, as was the case with Ramadan, students observing Ramadan last year. It could be medications that your student cannot take for religious reasons, etc. So anything that would be related to your students' need to practice their religion while they are at outdoor school should go here. I do want to make a note that we are speaking about things that we can do for your student. We cannot change the behavior of other students. So, for example, if your student needs an adjusted meal time due to Ramadan, we would make accommodations so that your student is woken up early and given those adjusted meal times and has a different schedule, but we wouldn't change the entire schedule for the entire camp. So just be aware that when you're asking for these accommodations, we are not able to accommodate anything that would change the behavior of somebody else. The other accommodations section of this form is for us to learn anything else that is important for us to know about your student. There are a number of different situations that can come up in a student's life that might impact them while they're at outdoor school. If your family is experiencing a recent loss, for example, those are helpful things for us to know. And you can share in as much or as little detail as you are comfortable with. But knowing those kinds of things helps us be prepared for what your student might experience while they're away from home. So using that other accommodations form, again, for ways that we can support your student are incredibly helpful. And we do whatever we can to make sure that that happens while your student is with us. The backside of the form is in Spanish. So if you have a need for that, it is there as well. And other than that, you return this to your student's teacher. If you do not have anything to report, you do not need to return this to your student's teacher. This is just if you need it. Thanks, everybody.